Hey guys, this is Travis with Beyond Bipolar blog. Today I'm going to cover 70-pound Lamotrigine weight loss by To Stay Cassandra. She doesn't specify how many subscribers she have, but based on the view count, she does have quite a bit. I'm going to react to this video because I also lost, not close to 70 pounds, but 55 pounds at my most weight loss ever. I was at 175.8 and dropped down to 119.8 at my lowest. But since I've been bulking, I've gained like maybe 4 or 5 pounds, but I still lost incredible amount of weight, and it was likely due to the Lamotrigine. Without the Lamotrigine, I probably wouldn't be able to do it because I was originally on lithium for 5-6 years, and the lithium with poor diet, not a lot of exercise due to the excessive somnolence it caused and fatigue it caused, I was unable to continue a weight loss regimen because since lithium is toxic for the body at high levels, it can also be bad for you when you are dehydrated and if you don't drink a lot of water, if you sweat too much, which I sweat a lot during in vigorous exercise. I just want to say that ever since I've been on Lamotrigine, since it doesn't have a toxicology test, the only thing I got to worry about is the Steven Johnson rash, and I was able to do that. In order to avoid that, I titrated up very slowly, so I'm just going to get started and watch this video. I'm going to at least speed it up to maybe 1.75 since it's a pretty long video, so let's get started.
Hello, we are going to be cooking, and I'm sorry if you get nauseous by how much the camera moves. It's going to move for the duration of the video. You saw the title, you saw the picture, the thumbnail. We're going to be talking about weight. Trigger warning, if that's something that is very sensitive to you, please go ahead. I'm not going to be upset. Get out of the video, take care of you first. But we are going to be making a mediocre quesadilla while we talk, because I have to eat. Also, I've never used these before. Our really good friend bought a bunch, and I know he's moving, and so I don't think he's going to be taking.
I never watched this video. It seems like she's just cooking a recipe. I'm going to speed ahead because I just want her to talk about her Lamotrigine weight loss. But right now it seems like she's just cooking.
You need 8 ounces of hot water. If that's what you guys eat, that's not... Ugh. Okay, we're going to work with what we'll talk about, and, just to share my journey and look back and be like, whoa, girl, you've grown, or, try harder next time. Oh, gosh, these are just... I realize now that cooking while speaking to you is probably not the move.
Oh yeah, so I guess, before I get started, I just want to show the video I've started with. I'll show you my weight loss journey and where I was at, so I'll just try to find the video itself. I know it's in here somewhere. I think it's in Real Group Station, See Projects, Beyond Bipolar blog, Beyond Bipolar Fitness, Unbelievable 2-year weight loss, and this is pretty much the beginning stage of my weight loss routine. As you can see here, this is pretty close to where I was at my heaviest. There's other videos I have. You can see how heavy I am there. It doesn't show exactly when I Here's another video of me at my heaviest. You can see the belly right there.
You forgot to squeeze. That's so gross, man.
So that was me around 175 pounds, and this is what it was today. So, you can see from the video itself that I lost quite a bit of weight, and as you can tell in the video itself, this is what it is now. So it's obvious I lost an incredible amount of weight. So let's just get started with the video, since you people are probably wondering where I was at. So let's just continue the video.
but we're gonna do it anyways. So I know that weight is a touchy subject, right? It's still a touchy subject for me, even though I have lost a significant amount of it. Because of the weight loss, I have been questioned a lot, or people are very accusatory about it, which, whatever. But at the beginning of my journey, I don't want to say like what weight I was then or what weight I am now, because everybody's somebody's dream weight, you know? So if something that was heavy for me, I don't want someone to feel bad about that and be like, oh, well, is that big? Because that's how much I weigh. You know, I'm just trying to be courteous and thinking about y'all. So let's get our disgusting little snot eggs. Put it on the tortilla. Dude, okay, favorite foods, tell me down below. Mine are Mexican food, could eat it all day, every day. My mom is Mexican. Korean food, could also eat that all day, every day. My father is Korean. How did they make
I'm
a tasty auburn-haired baby? We don't know.
100% close to that.
Yeah, so at the beginning, I was trying to supplement that with, if you like sriracha, this is a good brand.
It seems like she's cooking. I just want to hear her story here.
That's what I was doing, and I started to exercise, get in the gym, because the friend who has all these, he was just really motivational and wonderful, and
just want to say my weight loss journey was pretty intense. In the beginning, I would go on the Stairmaster machine. My biggest thing was the Stairmaster, and during COVID times was the first elliptical, and then basically the treadmill. I would try to hit 999 steps. I could usually do that in an hour on the stair machine. I've done that progressively for maybe a year, and then a year later I was progressively doing 999 calorie burns on the elliptical and then the treadmill, and usually I could go 2 hours or so. And on a daily basis I try to get 1200 to 1800 or 18,000 steps, 12,000 to 18,000 steps. That's 2 to 3 hours a day, plus 30 to 40 minute weightlifting routine. So this is why I've lost so much weight and gained so much muscle. Though I've been pretty largely into exercise over the periods of my life.
He just got us in the gym, and so I started dieting for about 2 years, and it was one.
And just want to say regarding dieting, I think 80 to 85% of it is diet. If you focus on like carbs like noodles, rice, breads, or sugars like high calorie juices, pop, which is really bad. If you avoid those two, you're going to be fine. Sugars like candy can be somewhat of a supplement for snacks. I do eat that, but I try to focus on medium portion of protein a day. Just maybe that size, like the size of a burger. And then lots of vegetables. Doesn't matter the amount. Some fruit, you got to kind of reduce that. I only eat 1 meal a day. So that's the reason why I've lost so much weight, is because the amount of calories I take in has been largely in a deficit. The only way to lose weight is if you're in a calorie deficit. There's science to it, and though it's hard to follow, that's one thing that on how you're able to lose weight is the diet. And during snacks, I have pretzels, popcorn, goldfish, Cheez-Its. I eat a moderate amount, maybe a cup or so. And I try to focus on low-fat popcorn, organic. So 1 meal a day plus snack, and that's actually how I've lost so much weight.
Once, well, I saw results, but I had plateaued, but I was getting stronger, which I love that. I want to be strong and healthy.
I would plateau too, but sometimes you just get bored of doing the same thing over and over. So you kind of get lazy, and when you plateau, you don't want to do anything else. There were times where I plateaued on the Stairmaster machine and I wouldn't lose any weight. And I think the thing is, you want to kind of mix things up if you want to be able to lose the weight and you slow it on the plateau. I recommend eating different amount of food, whether it's hamburger or pork or steak or any other type of chicken or turkey, white meats. It's usually good for you. So though vegetables are healthy, you got to be aware of the dip. You got to be aware of the sauces you use. You got to be aware of the dressing, because that can definitely add calories, though I do focus on vegetables.
healthy instead of, wasting away. That's my personal goal, is to be happy, healthy, strong. Flip it. Oh, did you hear that flip? Did you hear that flip? Yeah, so I plateaued, and then I had that kind of like little breakdown moment, and I had to, it's in another video. This is a playlist, so if you guys just want to keep playing, it's going to go through everything. I increased my medication, and that is when I lost even more weight. So I was the heaviest that I had been. At that point, I had maybe lost 20 pounds, which is a significant amount of weight. And then after upping my dosage, in total, I've lost close to 70 pounds.
Lamotrigine is a great drug. Like I said before, it's way better than lithium. You don't have to do toxicology tests. You don't have to be aware of sweating too much. You don't have to be aware of, it is a salt. There is a significant amount of weight gain you will gain on it. With Lamotrigine, it's pretty weight neutral. Like I said, the only thing you have to worry about is Steven Johnson rash, and you got to titrate up slowly so you won't experience intense side effects. If you ever want to consult with the psychiatrist, which is recommended, and you want to try Lamotrigine, it is a great drug. There's people that have had some bad experiences. For me, it was a kind of a lifesaver when it came to weight loss.
A side effect of Lamictal Lamotrigine is appetite loss, appetite suppression. I'm not sure if everybody experiences that. I'm not sure if everybody does, but that's something that I did. And I don't know. Sorry if there's just been a thing on there this whole time. Appetite suppression. So I didn't recognize immediately. Typical Cassandra. I didn't recognize immediately that that's what it was. But then my husband, sweet baby angel, wonderful delight, recognized.
I think there's not appetite suppression. The thing is, with antipsychotics or lithium depakote, a lot of people gain a lot of weight on those because you're prone to gain weight. It's one of the side effects. Although, to be honest with you, I don't think it suppressed my weight. It's just the fact that I'm at a normal, healthy, though I probably am under the amount of calories I need, since most people eat 3 to 5 meals a day. I eat one pretty big meal at night, and that's it, and then a snack during bedtime, and that's how I eat for my Latuda, because you do need to have some calories in order to make that work. So regardless, I don't think it suppresses my appetite. It just went back to a normal appetite. Like with lithium, I would be required to eat a lot, but Latuda, though some side effects are about weight gain, the thing is with this drug, Latuda, it's more weight neutral than the typical antipsychotics. The atypical antipsychotics are the newer ones, and they have to be less of a weight gain problem, since they do not increase appetite as much as the older antipsychotics.
And I was like, oh wow, you eat like not a lot. And it wasn't because it was just like, oh, I'm watching my figure, I'm stuffed. It was just like, oh, I physically cannot eat another bite, otherwise I'm gonna vomit. Like, this is so gross. Or like sometimes food will smell.
I do get hungry, but the one thing that has helped me the most was coffee, because I feel that is more of an appetite suppressant. Any liquid, and with liquid itself, you want to drink. I drink about 1 gallon a day, and water's not very good by itself. So I also use sugar-free, calorie-free powder drinks, and I put that in my water, and it tastes pretty good. So I recommend that over juice, because juice has quite a bit of calories and sugar, as well as pop. Even diet's not terribly good for you, so I recommend water with powder. And coffee during the day to suppress your appetite during the morning and afternoon.
Smell strange to me, or like will taste weird, and so then I'm not motivated to eat it because it doesn't seem appetizing to me. So that happened. So that was recognized by my husband, and so now oh my gosh, I love him, you guys. He's the love of my life. He's my person. But he's been in the kitchen trying out new recipes, making things fun and exciting for both of us in the kitchen. And so that way, I can be motivated to eat, because that's quality time that we spend together, or, it's something that he put a lot of effort in to make. And that's just been a really fun way to get my appetite up. And he always makes sure to include.
It's always good to be accountable. You want to find someone that would be accountable for you. I have a twin brother, and since we eat pretty similar diet, well, you're prone to lose weight. And we work out together, you're prone to lose weight, since you motivate each other. And this lady seems like her husband really helps her a lot. So congratulations on her.
Protein, which is really important, and drink water. Stay hydrated, guys.
Like I said, drinking water is very beneficial for you. It actually does help you lose weight. I don't know if you know this, but protein, it takes longer to digest, so you burn fat a lot more. Though you don't want to obsessively eat too much protein because protein can turn to fat. Fat can't turn to protein, so I'm moderate my protein. I don't focus 1 pound of weight to 1 pound of protein. I don't focus on that because I feel like if I eat too much of that, then it would turn to fat anyway. So I just have 1 pound, maybe even less than that, a quarter pound of hamburger and turkey or chicken or pork or steak, and that's it. 1 fillet. And sometimes fish.
This sun out here is trying to cook me alive, even with sunblock. Where my gingers at? Where my redheads at? You know, pigmentedly challenged, unfortunately. Yeah, so I mean, really, it comes down to that. I still work out. I really, really enjoy yoga. So when I first lost the 20 pounds, I was weightlifting, and I had grown up always thinking.
For girls in general, people are afraid to lose weight because they don't want to bulk up. But if you focus on more reps, I still feel like with muscle building, it's kind of a science that if you work out, like physically build muscle, when you build muscle, you burn more fat. So in the long run, for me, I focus on cardio because I also had a pretty great build since I used to work out quite a bit. So I focused on cardio. This lady seemed to focus on weightlifting. Good for her. She's not following the stereotype that you just look bulky. If you want to lose weight and you look cut and fit and firm, the best way is to lift weights in addition to cardio, weight loss, and diet.
Thinking like, oh, weightlifting, that's going to make me bulky, and I don't want to be like, a square. That's just something that I never wanted. And so turns out weightlifting really, really, it made me lose weight faster than just doing solely cardio has ever done. I hate cardio, excuse me. So if you guys have somebody who could maybe help you, show you how to weightlift, it's very fulfilling. I like to feel strong.
You don't have your own weights, it can be really problematic, but if you go to the gym, I recommend Planet Fitness. It's $10 a month and additional fee for joining, but it's recommended if you can't afford it. I feel like with some insurance, they do cover it, so you might want to look into Planet Fitness.
And then you look like dope as hell in the gym. But it doesn't matter what you look like in the gym, as long as you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're like, damn, you look dope as hell, girl, guy, or they, them. Bring it, so that really helps. But I personally like to do bar workouts. I like to do, I say this wrong, Pilates. Yes, thank you. And then yoga. So those are just things that I really enjoy doing. There are
Not a huge fan of yoga or Pilates because I feel like you don't burn enough calories. The worst thing you can do is go on a bicycle, stationary bicycle, because you don't burn very much calories at all. Elliptical, you can burn maybe 1,000 calories going at a pretty high setting. I'm not elliptical. I mean, stair machine in an hour, you can burn 999 calories. Going 3-speed, 10 incline for the treadmill, you can burn 999 calories in 2 hours. For elliptical, you can burn approximately the amount of same, but it's easier on your joints. So I do recommend the elliptical at first. If you're struggling, the stair machine is even better for you because it's easier on your joints than just the treadmill, though I've been on the treadmill lately because it's just easier than generally I feel like it's less intense, so it's easier to deal with. But people get the fact that Peloton is a great thing, but to be honest with you, you do not burn much calories on a stationary bike. It's different if you're up and down the hills when you are on the street or on the hills or wherever you're at, but stationary bike, I maybe can only lose 100 calories an hour. So comparing that to 1,000 calories an hour on the stair machine, that's a big difference. I don't recommend the stationary bicycle, and yoga is probably even less to burn weight. But if you enjoy that type of thing, then go for it. But for me, when it came to weight loss, I don't recommend it.
Free all of those classes on YouTube. So you just type in bar workout, which by the way, it's kind of like Pilates and ballet mixed together. It makes me just feel like very feminine and like light and flowy and beautiful, but it will kick your ass. So that's a good one. Also, Fitness Marshall. If I have to do cardio, Fitness Marshall me up because I have so much fun. And it's like dancing, but it's like fun because I've done Zumba classes and I just didn't enjoy that, but he'll say funny stuff like, pick the carrots. And I don't know if you guys like that or if you think that's cheesy, but I love him. So I do still work out, do yoga, boho, beauty, love that. But I definitely don't work out as much as I used to, but I want to. And this weight loss, either it's like things are lighting up in my brain, and there's more of like a balance to all the chemicals, in addition to a reaction to the medication, I think. Yeah, so I mean, I know you can't tell in this outfit.
Lamotrigine, I started at maybe 20 to maybe 25 to 50 to 100, and now I'm at 150 times 2, so I'm at 300 milligrams of lamictal. That's pretty high, maybe higher than most, but for me it has helped a lot with suicide ideations. With Lamotrigine itself, it doesn't really effectively help with mania, so it doesn't really effectively help for sleep. That's why I take Latuda, the antipsychotic, for sleep. In addition to suicidal ideations, I feel like if you're on a higher dose of Lamictal, it does help with suicide ideations. With going to 200 twice daily, I was feeling more depressed, so that's the reason why I stayed at 150 twice daily. Not sure what this lady is on, but I'm pretty sure it's a relatively high dose.
Because I'm wearing like the biggest, fluffiest shorts, they're so comfortable, and I'm wearing this very cute shirt that I thrifted. It was like $5. Who doesn't love a deal? And it's from H&M, but it's thrifted. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's not a starvation thing, or it's not like me trying to damage.
I don't starve myself at all. I do get an appetite, so I do eat like a muffin during the morning if I get hungry. Or some peanuts. I don't eat a lot of peanuts because if you engorge on protein, like peanuts itself, you will gain weight because there's a lot of calories and fat in that. But I do recommend fish and white meats, turkey, chicken. That's probably better for you than red meat. So I do eat some red meats, as I stated. Just that they're more healthier for you. Chicken salad, turkey salad, or chicken salad, chow mein, reduce the rice, stir fry, steak, pork. With all these usually have green beans, mixed vegetables, corn. Corn, to some people, corn isn't very good for you. It's high in sugar, but for me, it's better than ice cream or something like that. And with pork and beans or refried beans. So I have a vegetable, beans, and then meat, and that's pretty much it during my routine. I have a video on diet, so I'll show you to that one too, which you guys might be interested in. Well,
myself and deprive myself of calories. It's sometimes difficult to eat, but I make sure and do it. And I'm so appreciative for my husband, who is helping me ensure that I eat food. So there are fun ways, that you can get excited about food again. Working with a professional, cannabis really helps a lot of people. And then just like spice it up in the kitchen, get some of this or sriracha. I like sriracha because it has like that on the tip of the tongue. And this is just like, how would you describe this? If you guys have had this before, help me describe it below. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a sweet, delicious chili sauce. I'm not good at describing things. So, you guys be healthy, take care of you first, take your medication, take your health seriously. If you guys are unable to work out, like maybe, you have some type of condition where you just can't work out, then practice eating healthy, fun foods as much as you can, as much as is within your power. Because I know that everybody's situation is that you can work out, or that you can, have groceries that are healthy, because those foods are expensive, and it's cheaper and faster to have fast food. I've been there, I know that. But this is how I lost around 70 pounds, just trying to take care of myself in addition to a result of the medication. So it's as simple as that. Still gotta work out, still gotta hydrate.
So she doesn't really get specific in what she does besides water and being accountable and working out and diet. I still feel like diet is 80% to losing weight, and the other 20% is taking care of your physical health, like cardio or weightlifting. I still recommend doing some weightlifting for girls, because the more muscle you build, the more easier it is to burn fat. I don't recommend a lot of protein, because too much protein, though they say 1 gram to 1 gram of weight, I think it's way too high. And the 2,000 calorie diet's way too high. Any calorie deficit is, you're bound to lose weight. Likewise, the 2,000 calorie deficit is just way too much, so I don't recommend that either. I do recommend taking your medications. It's better to get stable sleep. You might be manic and work out like 3 hours, but the next day, if you forget to take your medication, you might get suicidal, and that can affect your health, because you don't want to go to the gym, and you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to do self-care. A lot of things like that can be bad in a depressive state. So if you want to try to maintain stability, it's best to take your medications. I still feel there is a balance between physical health and mental health. For mental health, you also want to focus primarily on reducing suicidations and times in the hospital. It's gonna suck if you're on lithium and you tried Lamotrigine and you tried Depakote and you had adverse side effects. It really sucks for that, but I still feel that with, like I said, diet is key. 80% of that is what you're bound to lose weight on versus working out. Even if you work out like a ton, 3 hours a day, and you eat too much, or you're high in sugar, calories, or maybe breads, carbs, rice, things like that, you're gonna gain weight. So I recommend avoiding carbs, and I recommend avoiding sweets. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. You got to focus on your mental health and physical health. You got to have a balance. She doesn't really describe the foods you eat, but like I said, protein, vegetables, and fruit and low-calorie snacks is beneficial. I only eat one meal a day. Coffee is a great suppressant. I do have videos on desire, discipline, and diet. Those are the three key things, and how I lost 55 pounds of fat. I will locate those in the video. I will actually link those into the video below. This video is pretty long, so I'm trying to keep it short and sweet, but it's almost already 30 minutes. If you have any questions, this lady doesn't really get into specifics regarding her routine when it comes to Lamotrigine. I take Lamotrigine twice, 2 tablets at night. That's 350 milligrams twice daily at night. So that's 300 milligrams total. Plus Latuda at night. 120 milligrams, the highest dose. So, yes, antipsychotics cause weight. Yes, some mood stabilizers cause weight, but with great diet and keen exercise, I'm able to maintain this body. So you can too if you're interested in. It's more important to be stable than focus on total weight loss. Like me, you're not going to get six-pack abs if you are on these other drugs that do cause weight gain, but with diet, you are able to get close to it. I go pretty excessive, and not many people want to work out 2 to 3 hours a day. Not many people want to get 12 to 18,000 steps a day, but that is my regimen. I do it 6 to 7 days a week, and not many people want to do that. To get started, I recommend doing it at least once, maybe 20 minutes, 3 to 5 days a week, and then boost it up to 30, 40, 50, 60 until you hit, maybe you want to go to 2 to 3 hours a day. For me, I crave doing something with my life. I crave pacing. That's one of the things I used to hate, but in the end, I feel like pacing has helped me lose weight anyway. I used to think it was something where I was backtracking because I didn't know what else to do with my life, but I'd rather keep my mind focused and paced than sit there and mope all day and be depressed all day because I choose to not do anything with my life. It's a pretty good video. Doesn't really describe much. Seems like she is consistent in Korean food, I believe it's actually, I can't remember the name of it, but this red pepper sauce is very popular among Korean dishes. It's not like as spicy as sriracha sauce, but it does have a bite to it. It's usually used on like some soups, some kimbap, which is just similar to sushi, rice and meat mix, rolls, or whatever you want to call it. I don't recommend a lot of Korean food. I recommend a lot of meats, or not a lot of meats, a portion of meats, vegetables, and beans, and you're pretty much good to go. So I hope you guys are influenced by this video. Take care, have a good one.